just celebrated 20 years of marriage, everybody. Happily married, too. Happily married. I love it. I love being married. I know some people have had bad experience, but I've been very blessed and fortunate to have a good wife who can fight. Oh, I ain't lying, man. My wife can fight, dude. She can get them up. Girl grew up in the projects. She would make a weapon out of anything. I ain't lying. She will. She'll cut you with a food stamp. I ain't lying. Yeah, she cut me one time. It hurt. You ain't felt pain till you felt the paper sting of a food stamp. I ain't lying, man. That's just a paper cut. Fight. Grew up straight up in the project, but she's been with me when I had nothing. She was with me when I was broke. And I was broke. I was broker than a pimp on a foggy night. I ain't lying. Is that broke or what, dog? We ain't lying, homeboy. Hey, even when our first child was born, we were so broke. She had one of those C-sections, you know what I mean? We couldn't even afford it. She had to get a C-section 8. You know? Little help from the government, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I love that girl. I don't care if she lost weight. I love that girl. She did. She lost weight, man, and I don't like it. I like her with meat, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm serious. I used to like taking her out slow dancing, you know what I'm talking about? Because I used to just turn her around and just like to watch her. Woo, she looked good. Like, pastor, you know what I mean? It's like that. Step in the name of love. I love that girl, man. I love that girl. I love her. Our first date, it was a trip, man. Our first date, I wanted to show her places and take her places. You know, I wanted to impress her, you know what I mean? I took her to a real classy restaurant, expensive place, right? We walked in there, this girl didn't even know how to act, man. She was all nervous. She's like, it's so hot in here. And she wiped off her eyebrow. Looking at me all cockeyed, what? I said, your eyebrow's gone, girl. Here's a Sharpie, go fix it. You're embarrassing me, man. They know me around here. This is Sizzlers.
One of the dates was with a DJ. Like, what is so cool about DJs, right? They basically just play other people's music. That's like wanting to date a valet because he drives a nice car. Doesn't make any sense. I'm sick of dating guys who are commitment phobic. So I decided from now on, I'm only dating married guys. Right? Yeah. I actually am dating a married guy, but I don't feel so bad about it because he's Mormon. It's like, you know, the other night we slept together, whatever, and afterwards he was like, God, I feel so guilty. I just cheated on 3 wives. And I was like, what about me? I have to live with the guilt of just having given 4 people herpes. I mean, talk about guilt. You know the most awkward thing is when you yell out the wrong name in bed, you know? When you're masturbating. So awkward. So I do a lot of traveling when I'm not sleeping with Mormons. And going on auditions. But do you guys know the Sky Mall catalog? It's this thing in the plane. Yeah, it's a thing in the plane. It's my favorite thing because it's the only place that you can get a kayak for your golden retriever. Everything in there's a combination item. You know what I mean? They've got like it's a stereo / garden hose / bird feeder / Lord of the Rings bath mat, gravy boat or something. And I actually did buy a combination item out of there. It's a half cell phone, half juicer. It is. And no matter what fruit I put in it, it tastes like blackberry. Right? Thank you. I did recently read something about how cell phones could be possibly causing cancer. I mean, it hasn't been proven yet, but you know it was recently proven that Bluetooth headsets cause gayness. You know that? It's true. It's true. I've been reading the paper. I also read about another problem about, do you know childhood obesity is like the biggest problem in America? You know that? Kids are as fat as they have ever been. But the good news? Less kids are running away from home. Right? Less pedophilia. No one wants a fat kid. Just saying. I read about the last thing. The biggest roller coaster in the world was just built in China. Did you know that? Huge. But the problem is none of the Chinese people can ride it. You have to be this tall. So, I'm Whitney Cummings, guys. That's it for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. And now for my other joke. No blondes in here. Good. Oh, there's one blonde in the back, and she's already getting belligerent. And it's her birthday. I don't want to fight with a blonde girl in Pasadena on her birthday. So then why did the brunette drown in the pool? Because there was a snatch. See, I'm brunette. Technically, since we're switching things. Okay, I'm starting over. So why did the redhead drown to the bottom of the pool? Because there was a scratch and snicks. Last time. So why did the black-haired girl drown to the bottom of the pool? Close. Because there was a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of the pool.
Woo! Hey, maybe you guys could explain something to me. How can Madonna go to England for 2 weeks and tour, and then you'll see her on Letterman, and he'll say, a simple question, how was the tour, Madonna? And she'll go, oh, David, it was lovely. It was fantastic. With the tea, with the crumpets, it's fantastic, David, thank you. But she can go to Asia for 6 months. That's not the punchline, but thank you for participating. Yeah. She can go to Asia for 6 months, and you don't see her on Letterman going, oh, you know, David, that tour was good, you know. We drank Sapporo, and we had lots of sushi, you know. It was a good tour, David, good. I could do it all night. I'm not kidding. Oh, you guys are great. I miss being a kid. Man, does anyone miss being a kid? Oh, yeah, I do too. Sometimes I'll crap my pants to remember what it's like. Oh. Things are just fun when you're a kid, you know? Like, you know, you get a crush on a boy or whatever. I miss running up to a boy I got a crush on and socking him in the neck because I like him. Now it's assault, you know. I don't date much. I know that's hard to believe. I don't, because I'm a bad dater. Like, I'll go on a date, and when I go on a date, I get really nervous. And when I get nervous, I eat fast. And when I eat fast, I throw up in my mouth. That is so hard to cover up. You know, like, oh, you're kidding, really? Oh, you did? Oh, and then what'd she say? Oh, no way.
I have trouble with women. I find I attract the wrong type of females. It sucks, really, because recently I picked up this girl at a bar, right? and we was getting it on. You know, we were almost there, hot and heavy, right? I was like, yo, I'm sorry, but I didn't bring a condom. I'm sorry, we can't do this. She shushed me. She was like, shh, shh, hey, shh, don't worry. And I'm like, why? She's like, I'm pregnant. And I was like, yes, awesome. But I had to break up with her because I don't like fat girls, you know. So. It's not a superficial thing. It's because in relationships you get in arguments, right? Well, I didn't want an extra argument about who ate the last slice of pizza in the fridge. And I didn't want that argument. You know what I'm saying? Before I go, I want to tell you that one of my good friends from back home told me he was gay. And we grew up together. And I was like, man, no, like, cause all my friends like, yo, he's gay, and I'm like, no, he's not. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, he had symptoms, but you know, symptoms is not the right word, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like he would walk down the street and pick a flower and smell it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, maybe he likes the environment, I don't know, you know? But then one time we were face to face recently, he's like, yo, I'm gay. And I was like, for real? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, damn it. So I got out of his bed and put on my clothes.
Oh, man. I went to Burger King before the show, because that's how I pregame. I ordered the chicken penises. And the guy's like, sir, we have chicken fingers. I'm like, what does it matter? Chickens don't have either. Huh? Just fry them up and let's dip them in some ranch. My girlfriend's crazy. She thinks she's real. Yeah, I don't get that joke either. Good news for you, that means I'm single, ladies. Line up. That bowling joke didn't get you hot. I don't know what will. Girls in LA like, tough guys, though, and I'm fragile. They like guys that drive motorcycles. Yeah. You badass. But look at me, I can't ride a motorcycle. So I just drive my car with one headlight out. Pop that bitch on the sidewalk. I'm a badass woman. Woman. She fell off the back of my Bonneville. That's right, I drive a Bonneville. Not just for the elderly and black people anymore. But I'm trying to woo the ladies, you know, I'm trying. A friend of mine said, Matt, be a gentleman, because chivalry is dead. You've heard that? Chivalry is dead? That's not true. Because Matt Hummel will bang a girl on a hearse, horse. Oh, man. Hearse, horse. It was funny the second time. Moving on.
I'm single. New town, single, dating. Anybody dating? Dating's rough. God bless you if you are. Dating is the process through which you find people that you don't want to spend any time with at all. At all. I find winners on the dating circuit. Winners. I went on a date with a woman. This actually came out of her mouth on the date. It's not so much that I like to talk that much, but I really like to watch people listen. Oh. So it's not so much that I like but I really like to keep a clean So I'm listening to you. Went on a date with a woman. It was going great. Date was going great. Great date. Date great, good, great, date. Forget about it. Date was going well. We get to the dance floor, she starts doing the robot. Date was going great. We get to the dance floor. She's like, yeah, you want some of this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want some of... No, I do not. No. Check, please. Yeah, 2 Bud Lights. Me and the Tin Man. You want some of this? No. Went on a date with a woman that was wearing way too much makeup. Like Avon lady makeup, like makeup counter makeup. Like it was going to keep her warm for the winter. like she had put it on with a butter knife and a caulking gun. We definitely slept together. I woke up looking like I slept in a bag of Cheetos. She woke up looking like a special teams coach. Good work, good job, good team, hands team, under the covers. It's always better the next morning. If it's good, I make you an omelet. No, where's the door? I didn't know whether to be more mad about the fact that she had tricked me into sleeping with her or the fact that I had just ingested 2.5 pounds of concealer. Later that day, I crapped out Joan Rivers.
I'm trying to clean up my act. I see that you have some beers and stuff here, but one thing I did do is I quit drinking on dates. Yeah, because when I drank, I made odd choices. It wasn't good, you know? You can just imagine, you know? And the thing is now that I don't drink, I don't have sex. Because apparently, when I'm sober, I'm picky. It's weird. It's kind of weird getting to know myself. You know, all these years I thought I was a drunken whore. Turns out I'm shy. I'm conservative. Who knew? You know? It's kind of interesting. But the thing is now I have a lot of anxiety that I never experienced before. You know, the weirdest things make me anxious. So I was on a date with this guy, and I'm sitting there, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this woman selling a basket of roses heading in our direction. Okay, and all of a sudden my heart starts to beat, and I'm like, oh my God, here comes that woman with the roses. I don't want a rose. I don't want a rose. What should I do? I'm just going to tell him. I'm going to tell him right now, just so it's not embarrassing. Like, look, just don't buy me the rose. Okay, I don't want it. But then what if he's like, what are you talking about? I wasn't going to buy you a rose. You out of your mind? And I'm like, oh, okay, I better not say that. But then again, I don't want to not get the rose, you know, because what, am I not good enough for the rose? What, are you cheap? This is ridiculous. So this whole conversation, diatribe's going through my head. Here she comes walking over, she comes right to the table really loud, like, hello, would you like to buy a rose for the pretty lady? Rose? And I'm like, please do the right thing. He goes, sure. I'm like, oh, great. And now you have to pretend you like it. You know, it's like the fake, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And I swear to God, you know these roses, it's like this big. You know what I mean? I'm like, thank you, that is so nice. This is the greatest. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna put it here while we eat. Here's the worst part. We went to the movies after. I had to carry it around all night like an idiot. You know, like me and popcorn and my purse and a Diet Coke and a rose. Like walking through the theater like, excuse me, it's really dark, poking people with the thorns. I'm sorry, excuse me. You know, it's just totally embarrassing. Everyone's looking at me like, oh, they're on a first date. Why is she still single at her age? Ew, she got the rose. Ugh.
Trying to lose weight because it's time to meet the ladies. Trying that online dating. It's time to start looking like the pictures I posted. So many questions, you know, when you go, so many embarrassing questions like, how would you describe your body? Actually, I wouldn't, all right? It's not the kind of conversation I have. What's crazy is that, you know, the women I meet, they're always attracted to two things. First thing is rebel, the rebel type, you know? You know, I don't care what anyone says, do what the hell I want. Oh, he's so dreamy. Hope he gets drunk and hits me. That means he cares. I don't know why women don't think I'm a rebel, because I rebel against a lot of things, you know, like nutrition, exercise, The other thing is mystery, you know? God, women want that mysterious guy. Who is he? What does he want? Why does he wear that cape? A girl I was dating said, "You're not mysterious enough. You know, you're so predictable. Why don't you surprise me every once in a while?" So I did. I cheated on her.
And I don't discriminate. Like, I'll date anyone. Like, if you're deaf, I'll date you. If you're a smoker, I'll date you. You just can't be both. Because if you're deaf and you're a smoker, people can't come up to you and ask you for a cigarette. Right? If you're deaf, it's like, "Hey, you got a cigarette? You got a cigarette?" If you're deaf, this is all you see. I did that to the deaf lady at work, and she was like, "That's not funny. But do that thing with the tongue again." We dated for a while. But I had to dump her because she never listened. It's alright. Deaf people can get away with anything because they sound retarded. Any deaf people here tonight? What? Deaf people gotta laugh too. They just do the silent laugh. You're funny. If you are deaf and you did get offended, just pretend you didn't hear that.